Hello my lovelies. Right, I will pre-warn you, I haven't been very well, so it may not be a long video. I had 3 cards in mind to do, but haven't managed to prep all of them. But we'll give it a go. We'll see how long I can last for. But it should be fine. Okay, so let me just grab a couple more things I need. So there's that. I have lots of ideas for this card. So I made one the other day, and you probably saw it if you've seen it on Instagram. I made this one. And I absolutely adore it. So I thought, basically my daughter had destroyed, well, not destroyed even, she'd cut up some of my DSP, but not in straight lines. So I couldn't use it for what I was planning to do. So I changed the card and we did something else. So then afterwards I had a little play with it. And why is that not showing all I can see on my screen? Sorry, just adjust you slightly. Okay. So we'll just wait a minute or two for people to join. So I will just carry on with what I was doing. So I have cut out a few bits and pieces, and I have prepped but not chopped up very much. So I'm just going to finish what I was doing before I came on, which was just to colour the birdhouse a little bit. So I'm just going to go and do this one, and I'm just going to do the lines because this is dark crumb cake. I'll cover the whole front door with this one. Do a bit of extra colour in the bottom just to give it a bit of shading. Porch bits. Okay, and then I'm going to take light crumb cake and just go over the whole thing. I normally do them coloured, like pretty colours, but I wanted them to look natural because then the papers that I use behind it, you will notice more. Hi Louise, hi Mindy. Okay, I've got this, the birdhouse is the second card, but I'm going to colour them in anyway, just to get them all coloured and whatever and cut out. Like so. What's that one? Crumb cake. Just go over the top. Okay. Right, so I'm going to set those aside just for a minute, and then we'll concentrate on our birdies. So let me just check. So scissors, houses. Okay, so I'm just going to chop up this paper. I'll colour the birds in a little bit. So the idea is that I have, do you know what, I've been at this desk for like 10 minutes maximum and I've made a big mess already. So here I have some scissors that I have cut out of the What a Year Memories and More pack. And they're on little cards. I'll show you the rest of the pack a second. So you get a few stickers to put your week number and a few flowers and things like that on there as well. And then you get like lots of cards. I've been through this before. It's on one of my unboxing videos. That I love that. I might have to do a card, but then I'd have to cut them up because I couldn't, you know, for me, that's just too easy. Put that on a card, put a sentiment, ta-da! But it'd be too easy for me. So there's, you can see some scissors there, but they were too plain for me. Now I have just discovered I could colour them in and use them, but you get the idea. And then you get that size, but you also get a smaller size as well. So I need to do some more with those anyway, because I haven't used them enough yet. Okay, so the little scissors, some of them are white, so I'm not sure if I'm going to colour them yet or not, but we will have a look in a minute. So first things first, I need to basically act like a 3-year-old and chop up some DSP at some funny angles. So I want it to go sideways. So I'm just going to put it in and chop it up a bit. That's a bit thick. But you get the idea. And then we're just going to do some paper piecing to cover my sheet. That'll do with that one. Ooh, a bit of pink leopard print. I mean, who doesn't like leopard print? So I am using the straight edge of the bottom, because then that will be my bottom and my top. I hope everyone's well. I know there's lots of bugs going around. And it's getting to that time of year, isn't it? Just that one. Nope. If I have enough time and I feel okay, we will do... hi Lisa! No, I'm literally... I normally do a bit more prep than this, but we're going to just do it together because I'm a bit behind. So it's all good, Lisa, you haven't missed much. So I probably won't need half of this, but I can make another card later because I really enjoy scrappy cards. Scrappy cards and scene building are two of my favourite things to do. Oh, look at that. It's pretty. So all you do is just literally, you can do straight lines and just use scraps that you've got already. But I like to it was basically a Leah cutting them at funny angles, and it worked. But I wanted to make it look a bit like a quilted blanket. So, oh, my screen's gone off. Why is my screen gone off? Oh, well, let's pray that comes back. Hi, Donna. Okay. How to get help in Windows 10. Oh no, what's happened? I'm not even using Windows. My laptop's having a funny moment. Right, let me just get my screen back up. There we go. And I'll sort that out later, whatever it's doing. Okay, so I think that should be enough paper. So I am going to grab, where did I put that? No, that's not going to work. Just going to grab some basic whites. And I'm going to make my card bases. Not my card bases, my card matting layers. So I cut mine to 10 centimetres. So I may as well do all 4 at the same time, and then I've got a spare 1 or 2 for layer. Oh, my scrap bin is looking very full. Very full. And then I do them 14 long, and my card, the card base part then will be 10.5 by 14.5. So I get a bit of a border on it. I'd sometimes do 2 matting layers, but not very often. No, don't do 10, Wendy. That'll be wrong, won't it? There we go. There we go. My laptop's behaving again now. Okay, so Now, most of the time, if I do a scrappy card, I use sticky sheets. But I just want to show you that you don't have to use sticky sheets. You can just use good old liquid glue. So, hang on, sorry. I've got a cable for my little clip-on lamp and it keeps attacking me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right to the edge. Actually, do you know, I very rarely ever use the other end, but I should, because maybe because I've never used it, it doesn't come out. Oh, there we go. And then I'm just going to spread it. Scrape it away from the edge, otherwise I'll end up with sloppy edges. Right. So then I'm just going to start with a piece of striping without me getting my head in your way. I am just going to lay it across the top. Just check it's met the very top. Yes. Lay it on. Then I'm going to grab this piece, which didn't go to the end, so I'm just going to pull it off and do it again because liquid glue, yay! Okay, I think it's actually, I cut it, didn't I, to 10, so I need to do it very carefully. And then I just check that the two edges meet, so you've got a nice clean seam. And then I'm going to pop on I know, it's a bit of a habit as well though, isn't it, to use the thick end, but actually the other end is perfect for this job. So you just squirt a little bit out and then you just spread it across like one of those little white ones you used to get when we were little. When you're in school you used to get those white sticky spatulas for the PVA. Where is my silicone mat? Because, you know, everything is going to get stuck. I need to clean my mat again. Right, so we're going to go with a little bit of... Ooh, let's have some hearts. Do you know, I love this paper. This is a host gift, or if you spend £150, you can choose this to use with your credits, which is really good. And it is a massive bulk bit of paper. I've got to say, it's a huge bundle. Oh, that one's exactly the right size as well. There we go. Let's have a bit more stripy now. Oh, I love the different direction of the stripe compared to the other one. And it all it will all sort of match together when I pretend to sew them together. You'll see what I mean. A bit more. There we go, and then that's all done. Okay. Oh yeah, remember that glue. Hi Jan! Yeah, honestly Donna, it stank, didn't it? Ugh. No, thank you. Didn't want to put that on my hands to peel off later. Right, what else have we got left? Maybe, I don't want that. I want it to go the other way. So I'm going to go that. No, I want it to go the other way, but a different colour. So that one's going to go there. So, then, what else have we got left? What have we got left? I've got a lot of the, no, That's not going to work. Maybe this one will work. No, that won't work. That'll work. This one will work. Like that. And then... can't have upside down hearts. That would not be a good look. It would not work for me. Okay, this is kind of frying my brain now. What's that one? Some stripy. No. It would be upside down. It's okay. We can cope with that. It's alright. It's okay. Right, move up there a bit. There we go. So, all the edges have got to the sides. And then you just flip it over. And trim off all of the sides. You can tell I need to clean my mat. It's put little yucky bits of glue all over my card. But it's okay because no one's going to see that bit. And then the very top, very carefully trim that off. Then we're going to do a quick woohoo tidy up, which was me just throwing all the bits over there. So these pieces can go in my scrap bin or over there out the way for a minute. Okay, so then we have our scissors. Oh no, we don't. We do not. We do need black ink, and we need our stitchery. Now, I must confess, I only have this size of block, so my stitches, they literally do fit on my card, but they don't cover the whole thing. So I'm just going to put it on as best I can, like this. So then all I'm going to do is to sew all of these together. Oh, here we go. I need to try and kind of get in the camera. But it doesn't have to be perfect because it's a card. You didn't sew it and miss, so the seams are going to come undone. That's all I'm going to say. So you just go along and you sew your scrappy pieces. I notice I'm leaving a line at the top, so just going to clean that off. My finger before I wipe black everywhere. Gentle, Wendy, gentle. And then across there. And there. I'm aiming as best I can because I don't want to put my head under the camera. So you just go along. And then all I'm going to do is go along the edge somewhere near so that it looks like the edges have been sewn too. And then the last one at the top, like so. Just clean that off. Put it aside. Then I'm going to get my scissors and I'm going to lay them on. Leaving a bit of a gap so that I can fit the sentiment in. Like so. So I have cut... where is it? Here. And I am going to use, what sentiment shall I use? Quiet Meadow's got some nice ones, isn't it? Maybe we just need a happy birthday. What's on that one? No, that's the French one. That might be too big. Wow. Oh, there it is. Will it fit? Yes, it will. Well, Lisa, all I do is put everything back where it's supposed to be, and then you just have like some random bits that actually don't really have a home, and they're the ones that tend to make my room look a mess. But I have been having a good sort out, and you know, as best you can. Right, so I need a piece of coloured scrap so that I can do my surroundy bits. So, is the red in there? No, the red's... No. Red. So, scrap packet. What sort of red should we go for? No. Dark red? No. Yes. And get me punch. And I'm just going to punch that out. Oh, see, look, I haven't punched it properly. I went too close to the edge. Try again. I could use it, but it'll bug me because I know it's not right. So I'll do something else with that. It's fine. Never waste them. Okay, that's going to go on there. Like so. And that will go there. Then, before we... No, can't use that, Wendy. It's not current stock. Right, so I'm going to get a bit of the linen thread. And I'm going to pull a load out. And I'm going to make big loops. Hang on, I'm missing comments. Sorry ladies, they're too busy. I'm reading what you're up to with this, and I'm supposed to be tidying my craft room. Oh, you know, I'm just here to distract Donna so that you can procrastinate. Obviously. You know? Oh, it's going to be too big, isn't it? Too big. No, I can't undo it again now. Right, we'll untangle that one later. And we are going to try again. No, that's not how you do it though, is it, Wendy? No, it's not. So do that, and then do that, and make a little bow. Tiny, tiny. I'm a little bit shaky today, so. Where's the other end? Oh my goodness me. The bow is going to be the death of me. Try again. Sorry guys. Right, I need it to have a bit of a tail. Teeny tiny bows are just not my thing, but I can't put a big bow because it just doesn't look right. It's not happening for me, is it? Sometimes I'll sit and make a couple of bows and then I stick them with a glue dot on the front of my drawers on my unit in front of me. And then when I make a card and I want a little bow, I've got some ready. And it makes life so much easier. Especially when it's not going according to plan. Okay, so this is not working. It's okay. It's okay. We'll just do it. We'll just do it doubled instead. We're just not going to be too greedy and need a tiny, you know, 4-strand bow. See? Because if you do it... Oh, that still looks cute though. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. Snip them off. Oh. Right, so what we're going to do is I am going to find a piece of... Have we got any real red left? No, cherry cobbler maybe. Is cherry cobbler too dark? No, because that one's cherry cobbler. We're going to go with cherry cobbler, my lovelies. Right, let's chop this up. So I'm going to cut this one to 14.5. Put that aside. And then score at 10.5 and fold. So then, hi Claire, hi Mum. Oh yeah, oh Mum, don't even. Same here, Donna. I'm, you know, yeah, procrastination queen Jan. I completely agree. Okay, so just move them off there just for a second. My Lottie is home from uni for a week, and this morning we were going to, before I started feeling poorly again, well, I felt a bit poorly when I got up, but I was being a stubborn mule, and I was like, no, I'm fine, I'm perfectly fine. So we had plans to go to Poundland and then across to B&M, because obviously we haven't done that together in a while, and we like to just go for a mooch, you know. Sorry, let me just clean up my glue that I've managed to get on there. There we go. So we've sewn that on. Perfect. So we're going to get our dimensionales out. So 2 sizes of dimensionals. Forgotten where we're putting it all now. Let's put it. So I'm going to lay it all back on now, just to see. And it probably won't go on the same as it did before, because I never do the same twice. So that's going to go there. Oh, so I have managed to completely change the card, because, you know, that's how I roll. There we go, that'll be perfect. Okay, so let's get our birthday wishes on. So yeah, so she'd gone upstairs to get dressed, and about 10 minutes later I just shouted up the stairs, stop procrastinating and get on with it. And she was like, yep, you know me too well. So yeah, but we went to Poundland. We got most of the way around, and then I said, no, sorry, can't do it, gotta go home. So Aaliyah was ready to come home, so she came home with me. So it worked out all right, actually, because I don't think she'd have been behaving very well around B&M, because you've got to go across town to there. But Elsie had some nice one-to-one time with Lottie, and Lottie's not going to be home in time for her birthday, so they went to pick up a birthday present for Elsie. And they couldn't have picked the most annoying toy in the whole entire of B&M, I reckon. A little pretend grabbing machine with some fairground music with it that goes the same repetitive 30-second music constantly. So that's not annoying at all. Yeah, I have, I think, and it's a bit of an issue sometimes when you're trying to go somewhere, but Mine is more the fact that I really have to do something and I just can't get the motivation to do it. So I don't know if it's procrastination or I just don't want to do it. That's too thick. Let me just trim off a little bit of my dimensional there. Okay, I'm just throwing my little pieces again. Naughty, I know, but it's, do you know what, right? Every now and then I have a bit of a moan at my family and I go, can you please pick up after yourselves? And it would make my life so much easier. And they're like, well, you make a mess. But my argument is always, I clean up my mess and everyone else's. So if I make a mess, I know that I am going to be the one that tidies it up. So tidy up your mess. Seriously. Ooh, just threw that across there. So like that. Got stray little strandy bits here. Get out of the way. Okay, I'm just going to cut some of my dimensionals in half. Like so that I can actually put them on the scissor part. On the blades part, not the scissor part, because they are scissors. Honestly, I wonder sometimes what my brain's doing. Honestly, Jan, it must be just every now and then the mums go, do you know what? I tidy up. I spend most of my life tidying. This is what I've decided. But yeah. The key to a tidy house, I've decided, is that everything needs to have a home. If it's got a home, it's much easier to tidy up, to put it away, than it is if something's just floating from room to room, aimlessly wondering where it's supposed to be. That's my philosophy now. So, especially with the kids. So now the kids have got special units from IKEA, because we all love IKEA, I'm sure. And they have drawers, and each drawer has a specific thing in it. We've got Playmobil and Lego, and then we have one I can't remember who it is now that calls it a drunk drawer. Somebody I watch calls them drunk drawers instead of junk drawers, or poop drawers, which is what we've always called ours. So yeah, so they have one drawer that's got random like Mackie's toys or something in it. Oh, so there we go. Right, so with this we have used the Stitchery stamp set, which I've heard a lot of people say they're not quite sure what they're supposed to do with it. Well, here we go. There's an idea. And you can use it for texture on a one sheet wonder and stuff as well, I've seen, as many of you probably already know. Right, where is my glue dots? Glue dots. Right, I'm going to put on my bow with a glue dot, if it would. Oh, I'm trying to stick it on a glue dot that's not there. That's new, isn't it? That just shows I can't see what I'm doing half the time. Right, so I'm going to put my little bow up here. This gives it a little bit of texture. And then for the inside, so when you have these sheets with the scissors on, some of the scissors go off the very edge of the page. So all I've done is I've cut them shaped on this edge but left these two edges dead straight. So I will then stick them on the inside of the card. Good morning, Maria, South Australia. So we'll get a little bit of glue. Like so. And we will pop it right in the corner. Like that. There we go. And then this one, because I need to make sure I do the insides of my cards to show you, because there's a bit of a, you know, my little rule is that I like to put something in opposite corners. So if, like, that one would only go really in that corner or down that way in this corner. So if I did that, I would have put this one down here. So whichever corners I put them in, I put something in the opposite corner. So we have birthday wishes on the outside. So on the inside, I am going to put don't grow up. It's a trap. It is a trap. I mean, adulting it's hard work sometimes. I mean, honestly. Oh, Jan, I'm terrible because having to sit down a lot is quite annoying, and I have lots to do. So then I end up sort of oh, I'm making you all wobble. Sorry. Have a little sort of just a little look on my phone, and then an hour later I'm still sat there, and it's kind of annoying. Sorry, I'm just moving it down because I don't want it to be wonky. I think it's straight. Let me just put it on my paper. Not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. So these little tiny scissors that I've cut out will just go in a little dish for another day. So then we're going to open the card, and we're going to glue this one inside. Oh, all fingers and thumbs today. Thumbs and thumbs, it should say, really, shouldn't it? Because we're always fingers and thumbs, surely. Probably got the saying wrong in the first place. Do you know what, though? I think it needs something. It needs a bit of something. Hang on, what we're going to use. What have we got on the front? Hearts, rainbows. Oh, we haven't really got anything. Okay, maybe not. So that looks beautiful. Maybe just a little bit of dottage. I reckon we could go with dotted. And a bit of quiet meadow dottage would be just totally awesome right now. So I'm going to grab So Saffron, I think, just to give a little bit of shading behind. But I'm going to check it on my paper first, see how dark it is. Perfect. And then I'm just going to do that, and then that's it. Ta-da! So card number 1. So let me just show you the card I made the other day after my lovely daughter had a little play with my trimmer and my DSP. So like you can see there, I've not wasted the scissors that were on the very edge. I've just trimmed them out and put them on the inside of the card. So if you know someone that likes to sew, that is just gorgeous. So that's a thank you card and a birthday card. Move those out of the way for a second. Put that away. I am usually pretty good at putting things away as I use them. It's all the paper and things I get out that I just randomly just leave everywhere because I don't put them away. Yeah, I did think about a bit of stitching, but I thought it might look a bit weird if I just put a bit of stitching across the card in the middle. So I didn't do it, but there we go. Right, so this is the card. This is the, as you can see, she had a bit of a whale of a time with my DSP. So this is what I'm working with right now. So I think this one, because she's done them all this way, I think I'll chop them up a little bit, but use them going the opposite direction to the one I just did. So we'll go with this one. So we don't need that one. We're going to grab the trimmer, and we're just going to make a couple of them a bit thinner. Okay, so they need to be roughly just over 14 long, because that's how long our things are. And then we're just going to trim them up. Like so. I'm just going to trim the edge off that one because she did rip some as well. I mean, sacrilege. Why would you rip it? Cretin. Okay, so it's this one. I really like this one. It's pretty. Okay, I think the key to this one, because when you do straight edges and they're not angled at all, you can easily just add a piece on the end. So if it's not quite long enough for the whole card, you can add a bit on. Whereas if you're using pieces that they're going to be at an angle but they're not long enough, like that one, it would make it a bit harder, so I'm not going to do that. Just going to trim the end off that one. Have a bit more yellow, I think, because I quite like that one, and then we'll have a bit of green and then we'll be done. Okay. If you're doing anything that's like, you want to put a point in that end and a point in this end, when you put the bar down, put it down so the cutter goes in the middle of the material, of the paper, because sometimes if you've got a point in the rail, as you come up it scuffs the paper and makes it rip. So all I do when I want to do that is put it in the middle, go up and down, and it still gives you a really good straight line. A clean cut as such. Right, a bit of green, and then I think we are done, or Dunsky as Mary says. Dunsky. Right, I think that's enough pieces, but we'll just move all of these other pieces out of the way to tidy up at some other point in my life. Okay, in comes our piece of paper, and again we're just going to put some, I need more glue, definitely need to order soon. And when you put the blob out, just spread it around lots, because this glue is really strong, so the smallest amount of glue will cover quite a wide area. There we go. Oop. And I want to go to the edges because I don't want anything peeling up. So just check around the edge. It's made it curl a little bit, but it's fine. It will go back down. It's okay. Right, so I am going to put it this way because it's easier for me. And I've picked one with a straight edge that I am going to put on that end. Like so. Like that. And then I'm going to have a yellow. I'm just wondering, see my little brain, I'm doing this and then my brain's thinking of the next card. Does anyone else do that? They're like, yeah, I'm over this card now, I've done it. In my head, I've finished this card. So, you know. I'm thinking maybe a Christmassy one on the next one. Like so. There is a downside to sticking glue all over it straight away, and that is that it causes you to get glue all over your fingers, because if you're like me, you're always sticking your finger on the card next to it. But if you just rub your fingers, it just sort of rolls off. It's okay. It's all good. So there's that one as well. And then the last piece, I'm going to do... Oh no, it's not the last piece because it's not thick enough. So we're going to go with this one. And then I'm going to take... Have I got a thick one here? Maybe that one. Just to sort of put on the end, because I didn't have one that would quite go to the end. And then here, like so. No, it's not going to work. So I'm going to trim it off, and then I'll put something in that little tiny gap that I've missed. It's all good, no need to panic. And we just trim around the edge. Hi Mindy! I've been challenging myself to do clean and simple cards, and I have to say I like them, but I'm a over the top and a lot of colour kind of person. Let's just put them in the bin like so. Put these back in my scrap box, ready for my next time I decide to do scrap cards, which will not be long because I love them. Okay, so that one is very thin there, isn't it? So stitching's going to be overlapping slightly. Right, so we're going to get our stitching again, and we're just going to go along. And oh yeah, so this time we're going to have to do them twice, like so. Oh, see, I missed there. Never mind, it's all good, it's all fine, it's not going to fall apart. Just because I missed the sewing. Like so. Doesn't look quite as effective as the other one was. Hello? Yeah, Honey's in here, darling. Sorry guys, Aaliyah has popped in. Do you want to say hi, guys?
Hi, guys. Honey's actually Ninny's dog.
Honey is Ninny's dog, yes. And we have Honey for the weekend until Monday, don't we? Yeah. And we're going to look after her.
Have you given her a bath?
Pardon? I haven't given her a bath, no.
There's a bit soapy. There's a bit soap on her paw.
Oh, she's been licking her hand, does she? Or paw? Okay. Right, so this one was the one I was going to put the houses and the birds. So I was colouring these in and I didn't realise the time. And it was 8:33 and I hadn't even come on. So we're just going to quickly put some colour on these. So I'm just trying to see what colours are in here. Obviously the bird doesn't have to be a particular colour because it's a bird. So what I'm going to do with the bird is I'm just going to, where the lines are on the bird, I'm going to draw some lines and follow the bits round. I'm even going to do that bit, but that's going to be I've got a thing about robins, so chances are this bird will be a robin. Right, so we've got a bit of dark crumb cake, which I'm going to do around this as well, just a bit of extra. And then I'm taking light crumb, no, that's ivory, I don't want that one. Light crumb cake, mine are all labelled. and just go over the whole entire bit I've just coloured, blending in. I like to use the brush tip sometimes because it's got a nice fine tip to it. So just go over it a couple of bits and blend it all in. And I go over the breasty bit as well. And then I take my light Poppy Parade and I put it onto the breast of my lovely, gorgeous robin. And then I take light Crumb Cake again, but the other end, and I just go along the edge of my Poppy Parade. And it doesn't always look like it's doing anything, but you just do it and then you leave it for a minute and then it kind of blends in a little bit. I don't know if it needs to be a bit more red, but we're going with that because we haven't got all day. So I think I will do my flowers. I think is that Flirty Flamingo, that one? I'm not sure because I don't have it, so I don't know what it is. So maybe we'll go with, I don't know, we'll have a contrast. I might do Petal Pink actually. That would it's just a paler pink to go with it. So this is dark Petal Pink. Just give a big scribble in the middles, like so. Then take the light Petal Pink and go over it, like so. And then I like to take the light Polished Pink and just do a little bit of a, I don't know, splat in the middle. So this one I'm going to do like that, and then I'm going to take, what should we do? Pale Papaya, maybe? Yeah, let's go for it. So I'm going to go around Pale Papaya and then just go along the edge of the pink and just scribble over the top of it, really, because that's what you're doing, to try and blend it in a bit. Like so. I think we're just going to do 2 cards, guys. Okay. But you get the idea, and I mean, if anybody does do it, please do share. If you decide you're going to do a patchwork card, because you don't need to have the Stitchery stamp set, but obviously if you want to buy them, then that's up to you. You know, I'm not being held responsible. So let's just fussy cut these out because I haven't got dies for these. Normally try and stick with ones I've got dies for, so that I don't have to cut them out because I'm blind as a bat. Okay. Right, there's one. Oh, I've missed Mr. Birdie's beak. Yeah, my husband does try very hard to stop Aaliyah coming in, but sometimes she manages to sneak off. Okay. We'll just keep the patch where his tootsies are, but cut the ground off. Oh, it's much easier if you just cut the shape out and don't try to keep it as one piece. And I'm getting used to this because I really had issues with leaving a white border. Sometimes I still can't do it. Depends what sort of card I'm doing. But this style of card is perfectly fine to have a white border, but sometimes I just don't like it, so I fight with myself and then cut it all off. And I do find that's actually easier to cut out than this. Okay. Right. There we go. Right, so we've got the 2 big flowers, so just 2 little ones and we're done. And I didn't put any gems on that other one. And I don't really think that you need to put gems on. It's just having that little bit of sparkle, isn't it? Okay. Oh, that's a bit messy there, look. There we go. Oh, they go all right with it. That's fine. I can manage that. So there we go. Right, there we are. Right, let's just get rid of our little bits of rubbish in my little bin. And just quickly cut out our houses. We might not need all the flowers and all the houses, but it's always nice to sort of have too many pieces, so that you have a selection, because, you know, there just might be one that's just not quite the right shape. And if you only cut out exactly the right amount for the card, I thought I'd thrown it on the floor. It's okay, it landed on my leg. You end up then with, like, you might have a bit that's too big, or there's a hole to fill and you didn't cut enough and you have to go back and cut some more. So I always cut extra, and if I don't need it, I've got a stash. Actually, I have a lot of stash, especially of flowers and leaves. Everywhere. Yeah, do you know what? And then there's that one that's got the there is a scissors stamp in the one that's got the scissors with the Stampin' Up logo underneath it, but you could always, you know, do a little bit of surgery to take the Stampin' Up bit off if you know, if you didn't want to use that piece for branding your cards or anything. So yeah, but the Memories and More pack is just, it's really handy. It's got lots of different shapes and things in it, and I originally bought it to do scrapbooking, and I've managed to cover I've done the cover of my scrapbook, but I haven't even started it yet because I need to print off some photos and then work with the photos to do it, and I just haven't printed the photos off because, you know, life happens and kids are back in school and all that now. Right, so I'm just going to move all these off for a minute. So I think what I might do is put Mr. Birdie where you can see him, maybe there, and then have a birdhouse here. Actually, that one's my favourite. And then I'm going to put a flower with another little flower next to it, and a flower and a little flower there, because then I'll put my sentiment here. And then I have a little birdhouse that I've coloured, and it's beautiful, and I can keep it for later. So let's stick these down, and then I will get a sentiment. What did I do? What did I? Oh, there they are. I knew I didn't put them away, but why did I grab that? Because it's a small one. Right, put a big one on there. You could glue these straight on. If you wanted to keep your postage down, you could stick them straight onto the card. They'd still stand out flat on the card. But I like dimension with my cards. What can I say? So that's going to go there. One here. Thank you for joining us, Lisa. Have a good rest of your weekend. Oh, there we go. I'm going to stick that here. And then Mr. Birdie. So he's going to need a little one on his tail. And then you can have a couple of big ones on his body. And he's all good. If I was posting this, I may put extra dimensionals sort of under his feet and things, but chances are this will be one I give to a family member. But we'll see. Okay, right, let me just see. No, that's not going to be the right colour card now, is it? I've got what colour card shall we put underneath there? What about a bit of daffodil, as my daughter used to call it? Oh no, does that just disappear under there? It does, doesn't it? Hang on a minute. No, that's black. Although, do you know what? Have I got any? I don't think I've got any Misty Moonlight left. Let me just check. Raspberry Bliss. No. Is it Mango Melody? Is that? No. Can't be. Right. I don't think I've got any Misty Moonlight. I thought I had Misty Moonlight left. Oh, I do. Right, I need to decide now because I've got no Night of Navy. I know I definitely haven't got Night of Navy. Which one do you think, guys? Do you think Misty Moonlight or black? Because there is lots of black in it. But I can't decide whether I prefer, which one I prefer. Okay, so we need the trimmer. While people are deciding, Moonlight. Oh, black. Oh, well, that's not helpful, is it? One says black, one says Moonlight. Oh, are we going to get any more? Black, Moonlight. No, they're still not helping, guys. Oh, do you know what? Black, Moonlight. Just see what it says on the screen for me now because it looks different on the screen. Hi, Vicky. We're having a debate. Black or Misty Moonlight cardstock. I don't have Flirty, Louise. I'm not, is it Flirty Flamingo, the colour in that then? I have not a clue. Let me just check, because I'm not, because I have got Pacific Coastal, Moody Bay, Subtles, isn't it? Is it? No, Flirty's Brights, isn't it? Is it? No, I don't know. Oh, I'm so confused now. Have we got a Flirty? Ooh! Well, Miss Louise, I found some Flirty. And I think it works. Okay, so I just thought as well we could use the house on the inside. So let's just... Being a small crafter, should we call it small crafter? I don't have lots of stock of everything because, I mean, I can't afford that. So that's why I don't have card bases already cut. Don't know why that's not cut. Oh, I can see why. The channel's dirty. Okay, that's a job for tomorrow. Clean the trimmer. And if anyone would like to tell me where my bone folder's gone again, I would much appreciate that because ridiculous that it's disappeared again. Right, we need sentiment. So I'm just going to grab my trusty punch. It's the double oval punch, if anybody was interested. And we are going to save that for later because, you know, you don't want to waste it. And we will cut out of a piece of maybe what have I got? Scrap red. I don't want scrap red. What about a bit of scrap green? What have we got? Is that the same one? We'll use that one. So, you know, I should really just... I use so much space in my things for scrap. So we're going to make sure we're down far... What are you doing in the middle? My goodness, what a waste. Ta-da! Right. Here we go. Right, so I'm going to get the birdhouses stamp set. And we're going to... hello. That's what we're going to do. Hello. Hello. How are you? Oh, Mr. Tumble's got a lot to answer for, you know. Okay, so we're going to do this in black so it matches everything else. And it's only just going to fit, so I'm just going to be careful. There we go. Like so. And I quite like the idea of it having a black border, because why not? Oh, trap the edge of the card in the stamp, in the ink pad. That's just always a good idea, isn't it not? Right, Mr. Glue, where are you? Oh, that's it. Put it on and then go to squash it and move it. Yeah, it's good. It's good for learning improvisation. If you know, if you can't spend lots and lots of money on things, it's finding uses for stuff that you've already got. So using them in a different way, you know, I quite like to try and use die cuts for something completely different as to what they were actually designed for. And I think it's fun. And at the moment, I've been poorly and it's never ending and it's driving me completely up the wall now. I've had enough. I've spent most of today in bed. So it's quite frustrating. I have all these ideas and all these things and I just can't. But I just say, you know, it's there. It's waiting for me for when I'm ready. And I will be back. Right, so hello. I don't know why I'm so glad you're here. I'm not quite sure what that. I'm not going to put. I don't think. I might put thinking of you inside actually, because sometimes you can just send somebody a card for just not really any particular reason. And hang on a sec while I just have a drink. You can send somebody a card for no particular reason and it can really make somebody's day. So I think it's a good idea. So we're bringing, with lots of dimensional things as well. So going to put thinking of you in the middle. Oh, dear me. Press too hard. And that's why I love... Oh, look, and then I've put a smudge on the other side. Sometimes I know what to do. It's fine. It's fine. It'll all be fine in a minute. And I just, you know, stuck my finger in the black ink and smudged the other side because, you know, that's just the way it goes. Right, so we're going to put some splats on this one as well because, you know, why not? Where did I put the splats? Oh. Singing because it's annoying me. There we go. Here we are. Here he is. So I think we're going to have to go with a darker colour. So I'm going to get Misty Moonlight. And we're going to stamp off just once. And I'm going to aim most of the splatter where those silly little lines are, and you can, and it will be quite as dark once it's dried. Put that back in there, and then we're going to get our little house that we made before, and we are going to I think that's the right glue, is it? Yeah, I think the smudge was too. I'm a bit of a thing for sticking. Oh, that just stuck to my t-shirt. I like the corners, so even if I put the house in the corner there, it wouldn't have covered my smudge. So it's okay. It's fine. Then I'm going to grab my little block. And I'm going to just grab am I going to put him? No. Yep, that. So I'm going to get the big, even though I'm not going to use the whole branch, but I just need something to come in that side. So I'm going to do this in, hang on, soft, no, it's not soft seafoam. I'm going to do it in stamped off mint macaron. Like so. In that corner. And then this little birdie can be stamped in black. Where are you? No, not. Yeah. Just excuse me while I have an argument with myself as to whether I can stamp that in black or not. So I'm going to do stamped off black because I don't want him to be like vibrant, but then I don't want him to disappear in the tree. So like that, and then I'm going to use ivory if I can find it. Just to colour him in. There we go, and then that is going to get glued on the inside of here. Like so. And there you go, we've still got room for your to's and froms and the love yous and the little messages. And then, just because we can, maybe, where's my, oh, gems everywhere. Right, okay, so I'm just going to grab, where's my pick tool? Pick tool, where are you? Chaos ensues. Nobody knows. Oh, there it is. Nobody knows where it's gone. So we're going to put I don't think it needs specific, you know. So I'm just going to pop one there and a yellow there. And maybe just a teeny weeny yellow there. And that's it. That's all I'm going to put on that one because, you know. So let's recap what we have used. So we've used garden bird houses, just the dottage from Quiet Meadow. So any dottage that you've got will do. We did use, I love this stamp set. I need to use it more, but I also need to have lots of people who can, you know, that need them really. Light-Hearted Lines, which is in the main catalogue. And we used, where's it gone? And we used Stitchery. So I've used this one here as a little footprints in snow for a bird. So this is the one we've used today. So I'm just, you know, you could use this one as well. You could use any of them really to do it, but I thought this one looked like a joining stitch. I don't know. I'm not a thank you, Mindy. So let's recap our cards. So that's the one I made the other day. After it got Aaliyah-fied. So that's that one. And then today we've made number 1 and number 2. Let's tidy up a bit. So there we go. Oh. Okay, so what do we think? Number 1 and number 2. And then I'll show you my sort of principle of the third card, and I probably will still make it, and I'll put some pictures up over on my page on Facebook, which is Woo's Creators Corner, or Woo's Creations, I don't mind which. Trying to get them going. So this was the paper I was going to chop up, and I was going to do it lengthways this way, so you still get the idea with these. Where's the one I coloured the other day? I've been playing and I've managed to make it into a Christmas tree and a little fox, so I've added a bit of colour to these pieces, so I may do something with that as well. But doing that, and then instead of using scissors, I've cut out of the cloche dies, because the cloche dies are a bit of a, they're a bit versatile, if I'm honest, because they've got snow, you know, snow mounts and stuff on them. You've got the birds, and then you've got loads of different sized trees. I mean, you've even got these robins. Now I've coloured these already, but how gorgeous are they? Haven't used them yet, so they're just sitting in there waiting for me to use them. But I was just going to dot some little white trees around the card, and then colour them with Wink Stella, just to be totally awesome. So, blanket stitch. Thanks, Mum. So there we go. So have a go, and you know, you can share pictures on my page. I'm perfect. You know, I'm happy with that. Yeah. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If anybody is within the UK, Germany, France, the Netherlands, I'm probably missing one, and you want a catalogue, just let me know and I can send you a catalogue. And if you'd like to order anything, I can give you the host code, or I will put the link underneath my video when I upload it to YouTube, and it'll have a link directly to my shop. Sorry guys, hang on a second. Come here then. Hi Janice. Oh, it's okay, Janice, you'll have to just watch it from the beginning. Ta-da. We are just saying goodbye. Would you like to come and say goodbye?
No.
No?
Dad got a photo of it.
Did he?
Yep. And Mum was nice.
Grandma's on there too. You say hi, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
Yeah. So there we go. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all very soon, hopefully. And yeah, Goodbye.